The scent of jasmine and the gentle morning breeze of Yunzhou could barely soothe the storm brewing in Shen Jianing's heart. She was back. Not in spirit, but in flesh and blood, on the exact day her past life's fate had been sealed. The morning sun bathed the opulent living room where her father, Shen Hong, and her stepmother, Aunt Lu, waited for her with expressions she knew all too well. A mix of paternal authority and cunning manipulation. 3 years. 3 years of an arranged marriage that led to her ruin, the loss of her child, and finally, an untimely death. In that life, she had succumbed to the pressure and the scorn, accepting the poor fiancé to protect her mother's inheritance. Her half-sister, Shen Jiaojiao, the illegitimate daughter, had triumphed, marrying the heir of the powerful Gu family, Gu Jincheng. But fate, with its cruel irony, had flipped the script. The poor Lin Siyian had become a magnate, and the Gu family, for a brief and tragic period, had collapsed. Now Jianing sat there, observing the red and green envelopes on the mahogany table. The red one, from the Gu family, the marriage that should have been hers. The green one, from the Lin family of Jincheng, the path to misery she had walked. Jianing, Shen Hong began, his voice grave. Your grandfather made a commitment. But as the elder sister, you must be sensible and leave the best for your sister. The green envelope is from the Lin family. Lin Siyian may not have money now, but he is honest and good-looking. If you marry him, you won't regret it. Aunt Lu, with a forced smile that didn't reach her eyes, added, If Aunt Lu thinks he's good, then you better marry him. Jianing tasted the bitter irony. In her past life, those words had hurt her. Now, they were just empty echoes. She looked at Jiaojiao, who could barely contain her satisfaction, her eyes gleaming with the anticipation of a luxurious future. Don't forget that the technology company your mother left is still with me, Aunt Lu threatened, sensing Jianing's hesitation. If you don't marry into the Lin family, I can sell it at any time. Jianing smiled, a cold, determined smile that wasn't hers, but the woman who had died and been reborn. Humph. In the last life, you threatened me with that. This time, I won't follow your orders. The shock in the room was palpable. Shen Hong frowned, and Aunt Lu lost her composure. Fine, I choose, Jianing declared, her voice firm. She reached out, not for the green envelope, but for the red one. Father, mother, Lin Siyian, I'm going to marry him. Jiaojiao, who was watching the scene with a mix of curiosity and scorn, burst out. Jiaojiao, are you crazy? Your mother begged your father to get you this marriage with the Gu family. Jianing stared at her, the coldness in her eyes disarming her sister. Gu family? They'll go bankrupt sooner or later. In this life, I'm going to marry Lin Siyian. The lie was necessary. She needed to reverse the roles, but in a way that looked like a deliberate choice, not a mistake. She needed Jiaojiao to want what she rejected, and reject what she wanted. In the past life, she preferred to die than not marry a rich man. Now, she chooses Lin Siyian, who has nothing. Could it be she was also reborn? The thought crossed Jiaojiao's mind, a shiver of fear and suspicion. Jianing, however, gave no time for doubt. She stood up, her posture elegant and unshakable. Since your sister chose the Lin family, you can calmly marry into the Gu family, Jiaojiao. The Gu family is the top in Yunzhou, especially the talented young Gu Jincheng. The role reversal was complete. The trap set. The news of the dispute between the two Shen sisters to marry the poor programmer Lin Siyian spread like wildfire in Yunzhou. The irony was delicious for Jianing. She had manipulated the situation so that Jiaojiao, driven by envy and the belief that Lin Siyian was hiding a secret fortune, would make the choice that Jianing herself had made in the past life. The encounter with Jiaojiao days later was a theater of resentment and greed. Shen Jianing, what do you need to leave Lin Siyian to me? Jiaojiao demanded, her voice loaded with thinly veiled arrogance. Jianing watched her, with the calm of someone who had already seen the end of the play. Is that how you ask for help? Sister, before it was all my fault. Because we are blood sisters. Hey, don't come near me. Who is a blood sister with you? Shen Jiaojiao. Everyone in Yunzhou knows you're an illegitimate daughter. Ning is the real Mississippi." Jianing's voice was cold, cutting, the naked truth that Jiaojiao had always tried to ignore. Jiaojiao, humiliated, offered 1 million yuan, the money she had saved. Jianing laughed, a dry, joyless sound. "So, I'm only worth 1 million to my sister? I heard Aunt Lu already gave you her secret fund, which had 5 million. The negotiation ended with Jianing accepting 6 million yuan from Jiaojiao, the price of her giving up Lin Siyian. Shen Jiaojiao. "If you really want to repeat the tragic mistakes of my past life, then don't regret it later," Jianing whispered, watching her sister walk away, her head held high in triumph. The real challenge, however, was ahead of her, Gu Jincheng. The marriage contract with the Gu family had been signed. Jianing, Gu Jincheng's bride, was about to enter a marriage of convenience, a cold and calculated agreement. Yu Jincheng, the man who had abandoned her on their wedding night in the past life, was now her husband. He was cold, insensitive, and above all, devoted to his fragile and sick white moonlight, Lu Keyun. On the wedding day, the Gu family's pomp contrasted with the simplicity of the Lin family, who now received Jiaojiao. Jianing, dressed in luxury worth millions, watched Jiaojiao, in a dress barely worth 1,000, get onto Lin Siyian's electric bicycle. "In the past life, I married Gu Jincheng. I never imagined that he, because of his muse, would actually abandon me on our wedding night, making me a laughingstock. In this life, it's your turn, Shen Jianing, to marry him. Let's see how you'll be shamed and ridiculed," Jiaojiao thought, consumed by envy. But Jianing was no longer the naive young woman. She was a strategist. Yu Jincheng, upon meeting her, got straight to the point. "Shen Jianing, I can give you the status and glory of being the lady of the Gu family. But remember, don't covet what isn't yours." Jianing's answer came faster than he expected. "My love, something went wrong. Miss Lu fainted with a stomach crisis at the apartment." The news came from Gu Jincheng's assistant. Jianing smiled, a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Wait. Do you want to stop me? Of course not. It's just that your assistant's news is late. If you don't believe me, you can call the nanny now. Miss Lu must already be at the hospital." Gu Jincheng stared at her, surprised. "I've heard that Mr. Gu has a fragile and sick white moonlight. Today is our wedding, and I imagined that Miss Lu wouldn't be well. So I asked doctors and nurses to be on call in front of the apartment, in case she had an episode," Jianing explained, her voice calm and controlled. "Tonight, you have to stay with me." The wedding night was a power play. Jianing, with her unshakable dignity, challenged Gu Jincheng, questioning his masculinity and his control. "I know you don't like me, and marrying was out of necessity. You gave me the glory of being a rich lady, and I completed the honor of your Shan family. Between us, it's fair. As for your love, you can rest assured, I have no illusions. Women, you know, don't need a man to be happy. Life is better that way. I'll sleep in the guest room." Jianing's move disarmed him. She had turned humiliation into power. Jianing's mother-in-law, noticing the distance between the couple, orchestrated a renovation in the mansion, leaving only the master bedroom available. "You and Jincheng can sleep in the master bedroom first," the mother-in-law said, with a knowing smile. The night in the master bedroom was the climax of the tension between Jianing and Gu Jincheng. "Who let you into my room? We are legally married. Now everything about you is mine. What's wrong with me taking a look? Besides, do you think I want to be here? If it weren't for you not sleeping in the mansion a few days ago, and my mother-in-law finding out that we sleep separately, she wouldn't have emptied all the furniture in the mansion now. Only this bed is left." The exchange of barbs was a prelude to something deeper. Jianing provoked him, questioning his attitude towards Lu Keyun. "I'll tell you something. You won't succeed," Gu Jincheng challenged. "Succeed at what? You're the one with ulterior motives, trying to seduce me. I won't fall for it." "Great. Then let's see which of us is calmer," Jianing replied, her confidence unshakable. "I told you, your Miss Lu can't live without you. Why are you just standing there?" Go now, Jianing said, forcing him to leave. But Gu Jincheng hesitated. He looked at her, the woman who challenged him, who intrigued him, who had forced him to confront his own limits. Shut up. You're not afraid that I'll hear something I shouldn't and tell your mother-in-law, are you? Lu Keyun and I are just friends. We have nothing to hide. If you want to listen, I'll let you listen as much as you want. He answered the phone, and the news of Lu Keyun's relapse made him leave hastily. Jianing was left alone in bed, insomnia consuming her. She had won the night's battle, but the emotional war was just beginning. Oh. Before day and night, I accompanied Lin Siyian in his research. I didn't even have time to eat or sleep. Now that I can finally sleep well, why am I sleepless again? She knew the answer. The chess game with Gu Jincheng had awakened an emotion she didn't expect, anticipation. While Jianing played her power game, Jiaojiao was living the nightmare that Jianing had avoided. Life with Lin Siyian was a routine of poverty, scorn from her mother-in-law, and the pressure to support the family. Shen Jiaojiao, look at the time. You still haven't gotten up to wash clothes and cook, you're sleeping in, her mother-in-law complained. Jiaojiao, exhausted, tried to argue. Mom, last night, I accompanied brother Siyan at work. I'm very sleepy. My son needs you nearby. Just not getting in the way is great. Go deliver food. Don't get in my son's way with his important things. You want me to deliver food? My son had a good job and you messed everything up. Now he only does research and doesn't earn a penny. Look at that. At home, so many people are waiting to eat. If it's not you, who will? Jiaojiao, humiliated, called her mother, asking for money. She had traded luxury for scorn, glory for misery. Hold on a little longer. As soon as Lin Siyian gets back on his feet, I can also feel proud, she tried to convince herself. But the reality was cruel. Jianing, whom she had scorned, was at a gala party, next to Gu Jincheng, the man she had coveted. He makes me come to the party, but he doesn't show up. Exaggerated, huh, Gu Jincheng? Jianing thought, observing her husband's absence. But Gu Jincheng was not absent. He was at the hospital, with Lu Keyun. Mr. Gu, Miss Lu's health is stable. She needs mental rest. I suggest she be hospitalized for observation. Gu Jincheng, however, was divided. He had promised Jianing he would be at the party. He had promised himself he wouldn't leave her alone. The door to Lu Keyun's room opened, and he saw her, fragile and pale. Aiching, why didn't you come to see me at the hospital last night? Keyun, last night I was going to see you, but the doctor called and said that Miss Lu's stomach problem was nothing serious. It was just because of the excess alcohol you drank. Last night, at our wedding dinner, there were paparazzi waiting outside the mansion. Miss Lu, do you want Jincheng to go see you to put him in a scandal? Gu Jincheng had changed. He was defending Jianing, even though she wasn't present. The chess game was turning into something more. Jianing had planted the seed of doubt and attraction in Gu Jincheng. He was starting to see the strength and intelligence behind the mask of indifference. The future, which Jianing had tried to rewrite, was unfolding in unexpected ways. She had avoided tragedy, but had entered a new and dangerous game of power and emotion. The price of the second chance was uncertainty, and Jianing was willing to pay. Jiaojiao's humiliation, on the other hand, reached a new level. The life she had chosen, driven by envy and greed, crumbled under the weight of reality. The money she had extorted from Jianing quickly drained away, consumed by household expenses and her mother-in-law's demands. The glory promised by Lin Siyian was just a mirage, replaced by the monotonous routine of a lab and the frustration of a misunderstood genius. On a rainy afternoon, while scrubbing the family's dirty clothes, Jiaojiao saw Jianing's photo on the cover of a business magazine. Next to Gu Jincheng, she radiated a confidence and power that Jiaojiao would never possess. The headline, in bold letters, announced Shen Jianing's rise as the new CEO of her mother's technology company, now under the Gu Group's umbrella. The contrast was unbearable. Jianing, whom she had wished misery upon, was at the top, while she, Jiaojiao, was mired in poverty and scorn. Envy turned into cold, calculated hatred. She could no longer blame fate. The fault was Jianing's, who had stolen the future that should have been hers. Meanwhile, in Jincheng's luxurious office, Jianing's absence from the gala party had become a point of reflection. He had gone to the hospital, fulfilling his duty to Lin Siyian, but the image of Jianing, alone and defiant, haunted him. He knew she didn't need him, but the idea that she could be vulnerable, even for a brief moment, bothered him. He picked up the phone and called her. "Where are you?" he asked, his voice rougher than he intended. Jianing, who was in her new office, reviewing the plans for the X-chip, replied with her usual calm. "In my office, husband. I'm working. Unlike you, I don't have the luxury of worrying about stomach crises." The jab hit him. "Lin Siyian is my childhood friend. She needs me. I know. And I'm your wife. I need you to help me find Professor Drummond's mother. Time is running out, and Lin Siyian is getting closer to the breakthrough. If you don't focus on what's important, the Gu group might lose the race," Jianing retorted, turning the personal conversation into a business matter. Jincheng smiled, a smile of admiration and frustration. She was the only woman who could disarm him with logic. "You are relentless, Shen Jianing. And you are distracted, Jincheng. Focus on the game. I'm doing my part. Now do yours." He hung up the phone, his mind buzzing. Jianing was not just a wife of convenience. She was a force of nature, a brilliant strategist who was forcing him to be better. He wondered if fate, by uniting them, hadn't been wiser than he was. The future, which Jianing had tried to rewrite, was unfolding in unexpected ways. She had avoided tragedy, but had entered a new and dangerous game of power and emotion. The price of the second chance was uncertainty, and Jianing was willing to pay.